Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Zunaira Tahir from Rangers Public School and College, Mandi Bahudin. I'm here to give you the lecture of class 9 and the subject is physics. The given SLOs for the lectures are concept of forces, types of forces, differentiate between contact and non-contact forces, and the last one is differentiate between different types of the forces. Uh, Actually, this lecture starts from the unit 3, which is the very start of this chapter. The unit naming dynamics 1. Previously, we have studied kinematics. Now we are going to study dynamics 1. In kinematics, we have studied different types of the motions. We have studied rotatory motion, circular motion, translatory motion, vibratory motion. In that chapter, we have just studied about the types, what type of motion can a body possess. But in dynamics, we are going to study the causes and effect of the motion, what thing produce a body to move and what causes a body to move and what are the effect of the motion on the surroundings and on the enabling objects of that body. So in short, in kinematics, we just study about the type of the motion, while in dynamics, we study about the causes and effect of the motion on the surrounding bodies as well. The very first topic of this chapter is force. Why we are going to study force? As I have already mentioned, that we are going to study the causes of the motion. The motion is actually caused by the force. The very first topic is force. Force is a vector quantity. A vector quantity has both magnitude value and direction as well, a particular direction. Force has a particular direction. Whatever force is, it always have a particular direction. Force, what is a force? Force actually changes or tends to change the state of a body. Force either can change the state of a body from rest to motion or from motion to the rest, or it at least tries to change the state of a body. It is not necessary that by applying the force, the state will always change. Sometimes the force is not enough to change the state, but it at least tries to change the state either from the rest or to the motion or from the motion to the rest. Secondly, force can start or stop the motion. It is the same as I have already explained that by applying force, we can start a body into motion, and we can also stop a moving body by applying the force. Force can speed up and slows down a moving body. For example, when a car is moving, when the accelerator is pushed, accelerates or speeds up the body or the moving body. So by applying the force, we are actually applying the force on the accelerator. By applying the force on the accelerator, the car gets speeds up. Similarly, when we apply the force on the brake pedal, the car or the vehicle slows down. So by applying the force, we can also speed up our body or slows down the same body. Similarly, by applying the force, not only the speed is changed, but also we can also change the direction of the motion of any object. For example, in football ground, the footballer kicks the football and the football goes in the different direction, and when the other football comes, when the opponent footballer comes, and it blocks the motion in that particular direction and move the ball in the or kick the ball in the opposite direction. So by applying the force, we can either change the state of the body either from the rest to the motion or from the motion to the rest. We can start a body into the motion, we can stop a body from moving, we can speed up a body and slows down a moving object, and also we can change the direction of the motion of any body. There are two main types of the forces. The first one is the contact forces and the second one are the non-contact forces. All the forces in our surroundings are included in both these forces. Either those forces can be contact forces or non-contact forces. These are actually the general two types of the forces. As the name explains, the contact force, all those forces when two objects come in physical contact with each other, when two objects touch each other, so the force applied on two objects of each other is known as contact force. The force acting between two objects that are in physical contact with each other are called contact forces. Similarly, the non-contact force, as the name indicates, when the two objects are not in physical contact with each other yet they feel each other's force, such forces are known as non-contact forces. As its definition is given here, the force acting between the objects that are not in physical contact with each other, such forces are known as non-contact forces. In our surroundings, we have already, or we daily in our daily life, we observe a lot of forces. Some are contact forces and some are non-contact forces. For example, when we sit on a chair, our weight act on the chair. So if we do not sit on the chair, our weight do not act on the chair. So when we come in the contact with the chair, so our force act on the chair. This is a contact force. Similarly, a non-contact force. The simplest example of non-contact force is the gravitational force. For example, if we throw a ball upward, the ball is not in physical contact with earth or with the surface or with the ground, yet the ball feels the force of gravity, and the gravity attracts the ball towards the earth. So this force is known as non-contact force. So this was a general concept of the types of the forces. In the next lecture we will explain these forces more briefly. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.